Good morning, and welcome to WWDC.
Our new release is iOS 15. First is a feature that makes FaceTime calls sound like you're sitting in the very same room. We're bringing spatial audio to FaceTime. Now your friends' voices are spread out to sound like they're coming from the direction in which they're positioned on the video call. When you're on a FaceTime call, your mic is picking up a cacophony of sound. So in voice isolation, machine learning distinguishes these sounds, blocks out the ambient noise, and prioritizes your voice. In wide spectrum, your mic picks up an entire symphony's worth of sound, your voice and everything around you. When you want to see every face in the room, you can now turn on grid view. Here you see people in the same size tiles, and you'll be able to clearly identify who's speaking while seeing everyone else's reactions. Where we've taken inspiration from iPhone's stunning portrait photos. In FaceTime, portrait mode blurs the background and naturally puts the focus on you. Now you can generate a link for a FaceTime call and share it anywhere. Your friends with Android and Windows devices can use your FaceTime link to join the call right from their browser. SharePlay is a powerful new set of features for shared experiences that you can enjoy when you're on a FaceTime call. With SharePlay, you can bring that album right into the conversation. When you're on a call, all you need to do is press play in Apple Music, and you can choose to listen together. Everyone on the call can add songs to a shared queue, and shared playback controls let anyone press play, pause, or jump to the next track. When you're on a FaceTime call, jump to a streaming app and press play, and boom, you and your friends are watching the same video totally in sync. Maybe you want to order takeout while you watch. Picture-in-picture lets you see your friends and the video you're enjoying together. And when the moment calls for a bigger screen, you can extend the video to your Apple TV and watch it there while sharing the moment with your friends over FaceTime on your iPhone. With an API built for easy adoption, developers can bring their own apps right into FaceTime. And today, we're so pleased to announce that we're already working with some incredible partners. Check out screen sharing. You can use it to browse Zillow listings live with your future roommates, or show off a tricky move in your favorite game, and it works across Apple devices. Next, when it comes to staying connected throughout the day, our go-to is Messages.
Look at this brand new collage design. And this cool stack with even more photos from Taylor. I can quickly swipe through them, tap to view the full bunch, and even add a quick tap back. Like this fun playlist from Leah, and this mission-critical article from Casey about what type of pizza is best. The thing is, the time when I receive this great content is often different than when I'm ready to enjoy it. Let me show you something we designed just for that, called Shared With You. So now, if I head over to the News app, there's a new Shared With You section that conveniently surfaces that pizza article and a few from my other friends. Up top, it shows me who it's from. So now if I want to check out that playlist Leah sent earlier, I can head over to Apple Music. And it's right here. Well, over in the Photos app, the new Shared With You section makes it super easy to get back to them. And what's really cool is they're automatically brought over to my library too. So if I scroll back to that Joshua Tree trip and drill in, you can see all the great photos my cousins sent are right here with the ones I took.
So we have new tools to help you focus on what matters most. We're introducing the Notifications Summary, a helpful collection of your notifications you can schedule to be delivered at any time you choose. We use on-device intelligence based on how you interact with your apps to arrange the summary, so it's easy to quickly catch up. Notifications in the summary are ordered by priority, with the most relevant ones rising to the top. Now, when you're using Do Not Disturb, your status is automatically displayed in Messages. When you reach out to someone who's indicated they don't want to be disturbed, you'll be reminded in that moment. And for truly urgent messages, there's a way to get through. With Focus, all you have to do is choose what you want to focus on. You can carve out time in your day for work or your personal life. When setting up a Focus, we use on-device intelligence about your past activity to suggest apps and people to allow notifications from. So if you're at work, you could choose to only be notified by coworkers or apps like Mail, Calendar, or Slack. For your personal life, we'll suggest being notified only by friends and family, or apps like Calm. We'll even intelligently suggest using a Focus based on your context, using different signals like location or time of day. And when you use a Focus on one device, it automatically sets on all your other devices. Live text. It starts with the camera. I can now just point the camera at the whiteboard, and an indicator appears here in the lower right. When I tap it, the text just jumps right out. I can use my normal text selection gestures. Just drag and copy. Here's a photo of a friend. Now I can just select it like this, and I have the option to use a lookup to find out more about this restaurant and even look up its location. Now, you may notice here in the background is a phone number. I can just zoom in, and with live text, it's recognized with a link. I can just tap it and give this place a call. Live text works with photos across the entire system, including screenshots, quick look, and even photos on the web. And it understands 7 languages, including simplified and traditional Chinese, and works across iPhone, iPad, and Mac. Just tap, and you can look up information like the breed of a dog, and this works for art, books, nature, pets, and landmarks. Spotlight is the universal place to start all of your searches. Now, with Photo Search in Spotlight, you can quickly find your photos right from the home screen. Spotlight leverages intelligence from the Photos app so you can search by people, scenes, elements in your photos, or location. We've also added all new rich results for contacts. You'll have quick access to call, text, FaceTime, or email them, and Spotlight intelligently includes everything related to them. And we've added all new rich results for actors, musicians, TV shows, and movies as well.
With the Apple Wallet app, we set out to replace your physical wallet. And just recently, Walt Disney World added their park passes, creating magical moments as you tap to enter, ride, and explore. BMW and others will ship cars with UWB starting later this year. We're creating the fastest, most secure way to unlock your house, apartment, or flat. And where you work, just add your corporate badge and tap to enter your building or office. And where you travel with hotel keys, you'll automatically receive your key when your room is ready. Hyatt Hotels will start rolling this out to over 1,000 properties worldwide. This fall, you'll just scan your driver's license or state ID in participating U.S. states. It's that easy. Your ID information is now in Wallet, encrypted and safely stored in the secure element, the same hardware technology that makes Apple Pay private and secure. And the TSA is working to enable airport security checkpoints as the first place you can use your digital ID.
The Weather app is incredibly popular, and it's getting a huge update with data and layouts that change based on conditions, such as wind and rain, unhealthy air quality, or sunny skies. We've also added new weather graphics to help users better understand conditions like wind, UV index, and barometric pressure. And we've completely redesigned the gorgeous animated backgrounds.
Built from the ground up, we've launched our new map so far in the US, UK, Ireland, and Canada, and we're excited to announce we're bringing the new map today to Spain and Portugal, and later this year, we'll add Italy and Australia. But in iOS 15, Maps will offer incredible new details for commercial districts, marinas, buildings, and so much more. We've added things like elevation, new road colors and labels, as well as hundreds of custom-designed landmarks, and we built a beautiful new nighttime mode with a moonlit glow. We've added a great deal of new road details to the map, so we can help drivers as they move throughout a city. This outstanding attention to detail, including the addition of crosswalks and bike lanes, will help drivers more safely navigate complex intersections. And when driving on highways, Maps now renders overlapping complex interchanges in 3-dimensional space. And of course, we'll be bringing this driving experience to CarPlay later this year. We've also made big improvements for transit riders by helping them easily find nearby stations and even keep track on their Apple Watch, so there's no need to take your phone out of your pocket. And if you've ever exited a station, unsure of which direction you need to go, Maps will help get you back on track. Simply hold up your iPhone, scan the buildings in the area, and Maps will generate a highly accurate position, delivering detailed directions and augmented reality to help you complete your journey.
AirPods have helped us enjoy music like never before. With iOS 15, we have some great new features coming to AirPods. Through computational audio and beamforming microphones, Conversation Boost focuses your AirPods Pro on the person talking in front of you. And to help you hear the conversation even better, you can also reduce the amount of ambient noise. Now Siri can automatically read your important, time-sensitive notifications to you. You can easily choose which apps to enable and select Do Not Disturb when you don't want to be interrupted. And if you're using the new Focus feature, your notification preferences are already taken into account. With iOS 15, you can locate your AirPods Pro and AirPods Max using the Find My network. Your AirPods simply send out a secure Bluetooth beacon that can be detected by other Apple devices. They can relay your AirPods location to the network and then back to your Find My app. To make it even less likely to lose your AirPods, you can now receive a separation alert to notify you if you leave your AirPods behind. This fall, we're excited to extend spatial audio to tvOS. So now you can enjoy the full surround experience tuned for the big screen in your living room without disturbing the rest of the house. We're also bringing spatial audio with dynamic head tracking to macOS on our new M1-powered Macs, so you can enjoy spatial audio on all of your devices.
With iPadOS 15, we're taking this versatility further. And we started right on the home screen with widgets. Now you can place widgets among the apps on your home screen. I'll bring up the widget gallery. Here, you'll notice some new widgets, like the beautiful new Find My widget and the Contacts widget. Let's find a good spot for this towards the top here. Here's the new Apple TV widget. And here's my gaming page. And check out the new large size photo widget. And with this larger files widget, I can keep tabs on all my work projects. We wanted to make it easier to get to all of your apps, so we've brought App Library to iPad. You can see all my apps are here, automatically categorized for me. And what's really cool is we built access to App Library right into the dock. So no matter where you are, you can always get to your apps. And now that you have App Library, you can hide pages that you no longer need. Just like this.
Tapping on it reveals the multitasking menu. From here, I can take an app full screen or work with two apps at the same time by creating a split view or slide over. I'll tap on the split view icon, and the app slides to the edge of the screen, giving me quick access to my home screen, where I can select from any of my apps. It's also really easy to switch apps in split view. If I want to replace Ferrite, I can swipe down and Notes moves aside, letting me pick another app from the home screen. In Mail, I can touch and hold on this message to open it centered on my screen. This allows me to read the entire email without leaving my current view. And I have the same multitasking controls here too, so I can easily move this into split view or slide over. Let's go to Safari, and you'll see that the shelf appears automatically when I switch apps. And now I can just tap to quickly switch between them. I can also add or remove windows right here from the shelf. I can now create a split view just by dragging one app over another.
We now have a new set of keyboard shortcuts that let you do all of this without lifting a finger. This year, we're adding powerful new features for collaboration and organization. First, we're adding mentions. Just mention someone in a shared note, and they'll get a notification linking them back. There's also an all-new activity view that quickly shows you what's changed in a shared note while you were away. And to give users new ways to organize their notes, we're adding tags. You can add a tag anywhere in your note, and then use the tag browser to quickly find your notes. Quick Note is a fast and easy way to get to a note no matter what you're doing.
When I swipe, the note appears out of the corner of the screen. It's perfect for jotting down something like a phone number. And when I'm done, I just swipe it away. What's super cool about Quick Note is that it's aware of the app I'm using. I'll start a new Quick Note on top of Safari, and now I can easily add a link from the website into my Quick Note. I can tap this link anytime to return to this exact site. Let's go to a website I added a link to earlier. A small thumbnail pops up in the corner that allows me to quickly get back to my Quick Note, containing any useful information I found. You'll notice there's text highlighted on the page. I added this text to my Quick Note, and tapping on a link from a highlight takes me right to the content on the page. I can add a link from almost any app I'm using, including third-party apps. Here's a link from Yelp, and if I tap, it takes me right to the restaurant listing. I can swipe across my Quick Note to see my most recent ones, and anytime I want to see all my Quick Notes, I can find them right where you'd expect, in Notes.
Quick Notes can be created on iPadOS and macOS, and you can access and edit them later on iOS. We're excited to bring Translate to iPad. with experiences that leverage iPad's unique capabilities, like practicing handwriting in another language with Apple Pencil, or translating right next to your document with Split View. And Translate was designed for conversations, so we're making conversations feel easier and even more natural with Auto Translate. Auto Translate detects when you're speaking and in which language, so no one needs to tap a button to respond. Just speak and let Translate do the rest. We're also excited to announce system-wide translation, so you can translate text anywhere. Just select the text and tap Translate. With live text, you can even translate text in a photo. System-wide translation is available on iPadOS, iOS, and macOS. Let's talk about Swift Playgrounds. This year, we're taking it even further by adding the ability to build apps on iPad. You build these apps with Swift UI, which makes development easy. The code you write is immediately reflected in the live preview of your app. This new project type even works with Xcode on Mac. Swift Playgrounds now supports improved code completion, so you can just start typing and quickly add the suggestion to your code. You also have access to the whole library of UI components and the documentation to go with it. And if you're new to app development, there's a guide to creating your first app. And when you're ready, you can even submit it to the App Store. You can now build apps for iPhone and iPad on iPad. At Apple, we believe privacy is a fundamental human right.
So now in the Mail app, we're introducing Mail Privacy Protection. Here's what it does. It hides your IP address, so senders can't link it to your other online activity or determine your location. And it prevents senders from seeing if and when you've opened their email.
Safari leads the industry in protecting you against cross-site tracking with intelligent tracking prevention. And this year, we're making it even stronger by also hiding your IP address from trackers. You can see which trackers are prevented from profiling you in the Safari Privacy Report. We wanted to bring this same transparency to apps you use too.
So we're introducing the App Privacy Report. This new section in settings gives you an overview of how apps treat your privacy. You can see how often apps use the permission you've granted to access your location, photos, camera, microphone, contacts, and more during the last 7 days. And to find out who your data may be shared with, you can see all the third-party domains the app is contacting.
Siri's designed to process as much data on device as possible, keeping your information private. And with the power of the Neural Engine, we're able to do this more than ever. Today, we're introducing on-device speech recognition. This means that by default, your audio is all processed right on your iPhone or iPad. This addresses the biggest privacy concern we hear for voice assistants, which is unwanted audio recording. You can now make many requests without an internet connection, launch apps, change settings, control music, and more. Second, on-device processing speeds things up.
Another part of our ecosystem that puts your privacy first is iCloud.
First, we're adding a new way to get back into your account if you ever forget your password or get locked out. You'll now have the option to add people you trust, like family and friends, to a recovery contact list. They won't get any access to your account, but if you ever forget your password, you can call them to get the code you need to get right back in. Second, we're launching a new digital legacy program. We don't often think about it, but it's important that we can easily pass down information to family members or friends when we pass away. You'll now be able to add people to your account as legacy contacts. So when you're gone, they can simply request access and your information can be passed along quickly and easily. We're upgrading our paid subscription to something that we call iCloud Plus, starting with something to help protect your privacy online. We are introducing a new service called Private Relay. It lets you browse with Safari in an even more secure and private way. It ensures that the traffic leaving your device is encrypted, so no one can intercept and read it. Then all of your requests are sent through 2 separate internet relays. Next, let's talk about another iCloud Plus feature, Hide My Email. With Hide My Email, you can share a unique, random address that forwards messages to your personal inbox. And it's built right into Mail, Safari, and iCloud settings. iCloud Plus also includes built-in support for HomeKit secure video. More and more of us are using security cameras to keep an eye on our homes. With iCloud Plus, you can connect more cameras than ever. And none of the video counts against your iCloud storage. You'll get all of iCloud, plus our new Private Relay service, Hide My Email, and expanded HomeKit secure video support. for the same low prices we offer today.
Apple's commitment to health is stronger than ever. With our APIs, developers are using our devices and health app to come up with ingenious ways to push things forward.
For the first time ever, you can get insight if your fall risk increases and take action early to improve your steadiness. As you walk with your iPhone, the built-in motion sensors automatically measure how fast and how evenly you walk, the length of your steps, and the timing of each step, right down to how often you have both feet on the ground. Combined, these metrics provide powerful insight on changes in your balance, stability, and coordination. You can view your walking steadiness in the Health app. You'll see a classification of OK if the metrics show that you're stable while walking. You can see how your walking steadiness may change as the months go by and receive a notification if your steadiness is low or very low and you're at increased risk of falling.
The Health app will now include detailed descriptions to help you better understand your lab data. You can also now see whether your labs are within expected ranges. Together, these views will help you get even more meaning from your lab results. You'll get insight on long-term changes across areas such as steps, resting heart rate, blood glucose, sleep, and much more. You'll also be alerted when there's a new trend in your data, which may be something you want to monitor more closely or even discuss with your physician. So if you're getting more daily walks in, your health summary will show that your steps taken have increased over the last few months. This is a great way to celebrate progress towards meeting your health goals and a powerful new way to get early insight into potential health issues. So to support this conversation, you can now share health data that you choose with your healthcare provider in a private way. Your doctor can then view this data directly from their electronic health record system and look for important trends such as changes in activity and a history of alerts like high heart rate. To empower you to care for others, we're introducing Health Sharing, a private and secure way to view health data, trends, and alerts for the people most important to you. I can also receive notifications, including high heart rate alerts, changes in mobility, and more. Your health data is under your control and is encrypted in transit and at rest. The permissions built into the sharing experience give you granular control over which types of data you share and with whom.
Apple Watch is already the most loved watch in the world. In watchOS 8, the Breathe app has been enhanced to give you more opportunities to slow down and be mindful. The reflected breathe sessions live in the new Mindfulness app. This will help you reduce stress and relax your body and mind. In watchOS 8, Apple Watch can track another key metric while sleeping, respiratory rate. This is a vital sign that measures how many breaths you take per minute. And since your sleeping respiratory rate tends to be consistent over time, a change may indicate a shift in your overall wellness. You'll be notified if a meaningful trend in your respiratory rate has been identified. And you can see even more details on respiratory rate in the Health app.
Apple Watch is the perfect companion to motivate you to be more fit. And watchOS 8 adds two of the most popular workout types that are great. First, a new Tai Chi workout, and a brand new Pilates workout type, which is one of the best ways to develop core strength, posture, balance, and flexibility. With new workout types and great new Fitness Plus content, Apple Watch continues to be an incredible motivator to help you stay active and fit.
Your photo comes to life when you raise your wrist. And as you scroll the digital crown, you get a view of the dynamic composition that makes this watch face extraordinary. Photos app itself has been completely redesigned. It now includes memory highlights, featured photos, in addition to your favorites. If I tap the share icon, you'll see that we now have support for sharing photos via messages and mail directly from my watch. In the new app shelf, you'll find hashtag images. You can search for the perfect GIF or choose from your recents.
At the heart of your smart home is HomeKit. With our new Home Keys feature, simply tap your iPhone or Apple Watch to securely unlock the door. Starting this fall, you can ask Siri on HomePod Mini to play something on your Apple TV, completely hands-free. The Apple TV app will now feature a new Shared With You row, highlighting all the great shows and movies your friends are sharing in Messages. With a HomeKit-enabled doorbell, it's easy to see who's at the door and greet them right from your wrist. And this year, we're adding package detection, so you know when a package has arrived.
macOS Monterey gives you the power to accomplish more than ever and helps you work fluidly across all of your devices. With universal control, you can now use a single mouse and keyboard to move between your Mac and iPad for a seamless experience. And check this out. Without any other setup, I'm going to simply move my Mac cursor towards my iPad, and the iPad automatically recognizes it. And if I move a bit further, boom, My cursor is now on the iPad. Now it's easy to control my iPad with just the keyboard and trackpad on my Mac. For instance, I can click and close this document and flick on my trackpad to return to my iPad home screen. Of course, I can swipe between my pages of apps, and I can use my MacBook's keyboard to open Spotlight and say, launch notes. With universal control, I can even drag and drop files between my devices. I'm just gonna take this drawing I finished on my iPad and drop it on the keynote on my Mac. Awesome. Now I can use the trackpad on my MacBook to control my iMac as well. I can also switch to use my iMac's keyboard and mouse. And this is so cool. Watch this. Now I have a title text image I've been working on here in Procreate on my iPad. Now I'm gonna take this image and drag it across all 3 devices and drop it in to Final Cut. Just like that. AirPlay to Mac. You can play, present, and share just about anything. As you draw a sketch on iPad, your colleagues can follow along on the bigger display. And you can even take advantage of any Mac's high-fidelity sound by using it as an AirPlay speaker. And this year, we're bringing shortcuts to the Mac. You get access to a rich gallery of pre-built shortcuts designed just for Mac. You can set up a shortcut to instantly share selected files with your friends so they never miss a moment. And with the Shortcuts editor, you can easily link together a series of actions to design shortcuts for your specific workflows. Automator will continue to be supported, and you can import Automator workflows into Shortcuts beginning day 1.
Let's start with Safari's gorgeous new tab design. I can click on the active tab to see the page's full address, and then I can search right from here. Reader is in the tab bar whenever I need it, and everything else is right here in the More menu. Check this out. As I switch tabs, the tab bar takes on the color of the site that I'm viewing, so it feels like a part of the page. It looks beautiful. Tab groups are an easy and lightweight way to save your tabs and pick them back up later. I'll open the new redesigned sidebar, and I have a few tab groups here already. Each of these groups is a whole set of tabs. I use them for meal planning, for news, and for gift shopping. What's so powerful about tab groups is that they're on all my devices. I've got my MacBook here, and look, my new tab group is here already.
On iPhone, we've done something really special. The new tab bar appears with just a tab, and it's directly under your thumb. And when you scroll, the bar moves seamlessly out of the way. It's now easier and more natural to access your other tabs, too. You can just swipe over the tab bar to move quickly between them, or swipe up the tab bar to reveal a brand new grid view of all your tabs. And now we're bringing web extensions to iPhone and iPad. And Safari is more customizable than ever with the new Start page and extensions on iOS and iPadOS.
Our OS releases will be available as developer betas today, and each of them will have a public beta next month. And all of this incredible software will be available to all of our users this fall.